I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Because it was way too long. But that is true. We were talking about this last night during the impromptu chill stream. The reason that I have lasting appeal is many reasons. But one of the major, chunks of that is because I'm a variety guy. So, for example, right now on this podcast, we have about 400 viewers. I think, actually, when I last looked. We have we have more than that. We have like 450 viewers, right? That's cool. But also, when we start playing Elden Ring, some people will stick around, some people won't, and some new people will come on to watch me play Elden Ring. Tonight, we're going to play Fallout 4. You might have a whole different audience for Fallout 4, right? And then, when I come back on Friday, and I play this new game, Another Crab's Treasure, and I play Street Fighter, you might get 2 other new audiences. Now, is there crossover? Absolutely. Yes, there is. There's a crossover between. But, all in all, even though you can say, well, Phil only gets a few hundred viewers per stream. That is true. But it's different viewers. Right? It is. It's not, every time Phil streams, he's playing Call of Duty, or he's playing a Dark Souls game, or he's playing an MMO, or he's playing this one style of game. I'm always doing something different. So my fan base is broad across many genres, and they come by for the content that they like. That's what has allowed me to continue to be successful. Also, because I play a variety of games, it allows me to jump into genres at any time and at least have my footing in that genre for the most part. When I first started on YouTube, not so much. I was basically like a noob and a rube. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and different genres of games kind of smacked me around, and that was some of the appeal, correct? But in this case, I've done this now for 16 years, right? And now I can basically play a game at least an okay average level and not suck. So that's a good thing. People even were saying last night, blows us away because there actually are 3 genres of games you're pretty good at. Fighting games, FromSoft style Soulsborne games, and Call of Duty. For whatever reason, I seem to be pretty good when I play those 3 genres. Probably not others. But those 3 genres, I do put out some decent gameplay, right? And I agree, and that came through experience, right? So, yeah, being a variety streamer allows me to appeal to a wider audience. Because, again, one of the ridiculous things that idiotic people on the internet say is that, Phil only has like 2 actual supporters. I'm serious, they say this. They say Phil has like 2 actual people who support his content. Insane. No, I actually have probably, for the size that I am, way more active supporters than other people of that stature. Because a lot of people come here at different times and support the content they like, and that's why I can have a stream right now that's successful for a podcast, then people who come and support Elden Ring, then people who come and support Fallout, but they're different crowds. And that's cool. If I was just playing one game all day, you're only going to get the one crowd. That's it. I designed my business to be versatile enough that we would have people coming in and out. I describe it like this. Think of a big, office building or a big old-time department store, how they have those revolving doors at the front. That's really what DSP gaming is. It's a revolving door. There's people coming in and out at all times. Some people like this content, some people like that content, and they're in, they enjoy it, and then they leave, but then they come back when the content they like is there again. And while they're here, a lot of people say, hey, I like it, and then they support while they're here, right? It's not always the same group. There's different groups, and that's fine. And I like having that, too. I like seeing different people from all over the world come by at different times a day and hang out for different styles of content. That was intentional. That's what kind of separated me from what a lot of other people were doing on YouTube, is that they were all kind of like, well, here's the one thing I do. I didn't want to just be the one thing. I wanted to be the guy that was known for all these different things. So that's how I designed it. So thank you for recognizing that. I'm sorry your tip message cut off. Okay. Thank you to Soul Potato 07 for a membership this morning. Appreciate that, Soul Potato. And thank you to the Lucky Gremlin for a super chat. You can switch them. Is that what it is? They're not moved, and then later on people can swap. Han Solo says, so who are these people's faces? It's silly. I forgot to talk about that, right? So these are the faces of my 6 protagonists for my 6 runs in Fallout up to now. Original 2008 run, from the first time I played Fallout 3. Original 2010 run from the first time that I played Fallout New Vegas. The second time that I believe I played Fallout New Vegas, correct? I think that was Fallout New Vegas again. Or was that? No, that was Fallout 3 again, wasn't it? I think I played Fallout 3 twice. Yeah, 2018 and 2013. So those are the two runs there. This was the second New Vegas run that I did in 2015, I believe. Then there was the 2015 original run of Fallout 4 when it was a new game. Because remember, I played New Vegas as a build-up to Fallout 4. Then I played Fallout 4. And then in 2021, when I was yearly playing a Bethesda game, remember every year it was either like New Vegas or Oblivion or Skyrim. We were doing them at the pace of once a year. You guys voted for New Vegas that year, and that's when I played that. So it's Fallout 3, New Vegas original runs, Fallout 3 second run, New Vegas second run, Fallout 4 original run, New Vegas third run, and then we'll have a new face when I meet my character tonight for my Fallout 4 second run. If Fallout 4 is successful, would I consider playing Fallout New Vegas again? I would consider playing it again in the future. I'm not going to play it again right now, especially because it's the game I've played 3 times. Out of all the Fallout games, New Vegas is the one I played the most. Fallout 4 is the one I played the least. That's why we're doing Fallout 4 again. What's wrong with the character names? How dare you? You don't like the character names? You're offended? How could you say that? I'm not playing Fallout 76. Kat tried it last week. It is atrociously bad. I already talked about this on a podcast. She played it, and the first 3 hours of gameplay is literally do a zillion busy work missions for a bartender. They didn't even try. And you know why? Because originally, if you remember, they didn't even have NPCs in the game. They added them later. So basically, the things you do for the NPCs are fucking boring as shit. And I couldn't believe, like, it was such a boring experience that, like, after 3.5 hours, she quit it entirely. She's like, I never want to play this ever again. This is so bad. It's sad. Want to know why? It graphically looks great. It looks really good, but the VAT system is a joke. It's not real VATs. It doesn't freeze time and let you aim. All it does is it gives you, like, bonus damage on a certain body part. The gunplay's shit, and the story is awful, and the mission structure's terrible. It's because they wanted it to be a shitty MMO. It just sucks. Yeah, I actually don't know who I'm gonna make tonight for Fallout 4. I don't know if I'll just make a original character, like a totally new character that looks nothing like me. Like, sometimes I've done that. Like, that definitely doesn't look like me. That definitely up there doesn't look like me. That doesn't look like me. You know? So maybe I'll just make an original. Maybe I'll just hit random. I don't know what I'll do. Think about it. Well, I don't, Ellipsian, just so you know, because he says you don't have to do busy work missions. You can head to the new content area straight away, but it doesn't make it any good. She was doing this stuff with the bartender, and it was story-based. Like, first she had to go off and rescue some guy in a cave or something, and then she had to go rescue a robot head. She rescued the robot head. The robot was alive, and then they said, oh, well, now the robot doesn't have a body. Go get a body. Then she got a body. So basically, this was all like 3 hours of gameplay, and in between here, she had to build a base. She had to do all this tedious fucking work, and by the end of the 3.5 hours, she was like, man, this game sucks. Like, just not even close to being as good as a real Fallout game. You could tell that they just cut corners to try to make it fit into an MMO mold, and it's just not satisfying. For a fan who's played the old Fallout games, it's just not. It's, you know, maybe for someone who never played them and this is their first experience with Fallout, they would like it. But for those who like the previous games, it's just a huge disappointment. The stream so far, thanks for the conversation, and I hope that you guys are having a good time so far today. I hope you'll stick around for Elden Ring and for Fallout 4, but if not, then I wish you all the best. I remember I will not be here tomorrow. It is my day off. When I return on Friday, I'm sure I'll be having a nice Phil Day Off segment, as well as game news and the like, talking about how Fallout 4 went tonight, right? We'll have a lot to discuss. And thank you all for a great streaming week. This was a really good one. Even though the schedule, again, got thrown for a loop multiple times, we adjusted on the fly. We still had a good time together. And I really had a good one. So thank you. And I will see you all on Friday morning for another fun episode of Level 1 Podcast. I'll see you all then. Hello, everyone. Darkside Phil here. The only detractor channel that I watch is Duty Streams.